Did you know that there's a lot more than meets the eye when it comes to instant mashed potato flakes? What? What are you talking about? Let's get into it. Back in a minute. Sometimes it comes through, sometimes it doesn't. I think it went through. Hi, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is Jan. Welcome to another episode of my channel, Save Money More with Jan channel. Let's talk about our friend sitting in our pantry in all probability. And if you don't have some, I suggest you get some. Anyway, instant mashed potato flakes. Commonly, we use them for the obvious, making delicious mashed potato in a hurry. They are really, really good for even more than that. And that's what I thought I'd mention today. So did you know, let's suppose you run out of potato flour. Well, basically, potato flour in and of itself is basically more grinded down potato flake, if you know what I'm saying here. So the best substitute for potato flour in a pinch is to use potato flakes. You can use a blender or a food processor to grind it into a fine powder, just in case you didn't know. Next, you can make an instant potato soup with potato flakes. I have done this before and it works, okay? So I like to eyeball everything, but if you need like measurements, like look that up somewhere, but I eyeball everything. So I'll make, let's say, some chicken bouillon, let's say with a couple of cups of water, and then I eyeball it. I slowly add in the flakes to the consistency that I like. That's why I eyeball it. You see where I'm going? You could always add two, but you can't take out. So I'd rather take my time. So generally, the rule is usually 1 tablespoon to 1 cup of water. But since it's going to be potato soup, it's a little more than that. You really need to eyeball it, just get adjusted to it, depending on how much soup you desire to make. But I mean, how simple is that? Adding the instant flakes to heated up chicken broth from your bouillon cube. How simple is that? As a matter of fact, last week I made a carrot soup and I wanted it a little thicker. I said, well, I don't have that many beans to throw in there. So I said, aha, I went to my trusty Idahoan potato pack. What I did is what I added about 1/3 to 1/2 of the pack gradually to watch it thicken. You know, I whisked it in and I was like, oh yeah, this is perfect. And it really, really is. So if you want to thicken a gravy, for example, use 1 tablespoon of the instant mashed potato flakes to 1 cup of liquid. Okay. And also, let's say you make some beef or chicken or pork stew, and you want it just a little thicker. You want a little bit of that gravy a little bit thicker at the end when it's all completed. Simply add 1 tablespoon of the potato flakes to let it thicken up a little bit. It is amazing. I mean, in all probability, you have it in your home or apartment anyway. May as well use it to the max. Not to mention, you could make a quick version of shepherd's pie. I didn't think it was possible, but yes, it is possible. I always thought, oh, you had to have the, the real thing. No, 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 no. This works in a pinch, and it's delicious, and it's a no-fail. It is a no-fail. Always keep these flakes on hand. They're filling. They're relatively inexpensive, in my opinion, and you can use it for so many things. Things that you could use for other things, not just single-use kind of an item, is always a bargain, in my honest opinion. By the way, thank you so much for being here, and I really do appreciate your time. And don't forget to do the following. Have an amazing, fantastic day. Thank you for sharing this video as well. Take good care of yourself and your lovely family.